Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Here we go. It's stolen by Davis. And so off the tip, it's New York. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Brunson. And the dunk by Brunson.
And showing off some agility on the break. Banchero is so elusive in the open floor.
And it's George finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stunt.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And Brunson throws it down.
How about the hops from Brunson, scaring the rim a little bit there.
A nice shot by George.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it's Brunson missing. Starks with the steal. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Brunson, good.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
It's stolen by Davis. Starks with it. George picks him up. And the rejection by Stoudemire. And it's Banchero missing. Pass to Brunson. Goes back up. Here's Stoudemire. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, the energy Stoudemire plays with jumps out at. He just gets after it on the boards.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And here's Brunson. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's George. And Davis sends it back.
Too much this, too much that, too much length from AD. Get that out of here.
Starks. New York, no good that time either. A wide open look for Drexler. Off target with his 3. Davis with it. And Drexler picking him up. Stoudemire grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And short trip for Stoudemire to the rim. And with his athletic ability, there's just no stopping.
The 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Stoudemire. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. And they're running. Here's Starks. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an...
Have mercy.
Wow.
Big time power. from Stoudemire. His dunks pack a thunderous punch.
Coming onto the floor for the away team.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Davis with it. Gasol covering. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. Puts up a three. They get the rebound. Here's Hart. Here's Bancaro. Drexler with the block. And it's Davis missing. Pass to Gasol. Over Bancaro. It's rebounded by New York. Hart with it. And that does it for the first quarter. They lead by 6. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
15.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Here's Starks. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Paul Gasol. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Here's Wade. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-gen.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well.
Here we go.
And New York has possession. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Williamson. And down it goes. 2 points.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Now, here is James. Goes back up. And Holmgren lays it in.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Gasol. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for New York. 4-point game. Over Brunson. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here's Leonard. George with the block.
Yeah, rejecting the try there. George firing up his guys.
Left side Brunson. Pass to Reed. Off the mark there with a three. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Picked by Williamson. 18 feet out. Paul George pulls down the board. Gasol with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Back to Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Now here's Holmgren. James, left side. New York making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
1:44 left in the first. Pass to Drexler. Now George. Counted from distance.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
And it's Leonard with the ball for New York. They trail by 3. James outside. 1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Drexler. Rebound by Stoudemire.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And Carroll no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Shots good by James.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to Drexler. Here's Gasol. Lets it go from 14. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
New York making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Drexler. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
three from the inbound. Wade, that's good.
Well, you love a quick 3 points off the inbounds. That's about as good as it gets from out of bounds.
New York trails by 4. Outside Brunson. That's to Stoudemire. Now here's Durant. Gets it off. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. They're up by 4. Stay with us now. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
And it's like Green doesn't have an off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
These are his first free throws of the game. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Right side Reeves. It's rebounded by Banchero. How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Here's Wade. Banchero with it. Picked up by James. Banchero no good. New York trails by 6. Fade away. The shot misses. Outside for Green. Banchero outside. A shot from the mid-range. And it's New York with a rebound. Yes! He's still got it! LeBron!
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
Here's Stoudemire. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
His defender flying by him after that pump fake.
No hesitation on his move to the rim right there. Brunson surveys. Stripped it away.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And here they come. And he's going for the oop here. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Reeves. Shots blocked.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
The home team calls timeout. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of basketball. Rose.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
1:43 left in the first half. And Reeves has got the ball here for New York. 6-point game. Inside. From 6 feet away. And too long on the shot. Pass to Kemp. Rose outside. Holmgren with the block. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. From the arc. It's rebounded by George.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Count it. Good.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Here's Rose. George outside. Right wing. Pass to Kemp. George outside. Here's Kemp. To the left wing. To the middle. Tipped. 2 on the clock. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Leonard. Great hustle, Leonard.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Picked by Williamson. Over Banchero. Williamson misses.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And here's the fast break. Pass to Leonard. For the tie. And Gasol with the block. From the wing. And Banchero gets it to go.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see, oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
And that's creativity. Gilgeous-Alexander continues to amaze. Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's got 6. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Williamson, right side. Fires for 3. Zion attacks from range.
Rarely do we see threes out of Williamson, but when we do, he hits at a decent clip.
And Brunson, here we go. Missed inside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now Holmgren for the lead. The shot's good.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't get it to drop. Great D that time from Banchero. Left side Brunson. For 3. Denied by Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. The home team calls timeout. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Rose. And it's New York with a rebound.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And here's Reeves. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The kick out to Brunson. 5 on the clock. Pass to Reeves. Porter with the steal. Here we go. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Brunson. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
Here's Rose. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Kevin Durant.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Good on the second one. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Durant. Durant owning the inside.
You gotta push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
Pass to Kemp. Down low. Here's Stoudemire. And the layup is good off the glass. Stoudemire's got 4 points now in the quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Wembanyama screen. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Rose outside. Over Brunson. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And we'll be back with you shortly.
29.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Here's Reeves. The steal. In transition, here they come. And Williamson with the block.
Agile and strong. If Zion can get a piece of your shot, it's as good as gone.
Outside Reeves. From about 19, Drexler grabs the board. Right side Porter. Pass to Reed. And a two-handed jam!
A solid read from Porter Jr. When he makes quality passes like this, it helps his team's overall chemistry.
Williamson with it. And it's Reed picking him up. Leonard outside. Here's Reeves. The layup off target. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Green. Green fires it down off the drive.
This is Green at his best. Electric off the bounce and a great finisher.
Here's Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Free throws good from Durant. New York making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
The home team calls timeout. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's George. Driving in. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. And they're on the run. Here's the break. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Kicks it to George.
2 minutes.
Pass to Kemp. Here's Drexler. Lets it go from deep. On target from range. Drexler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 4-3. And it's Shea hitting the 3.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Pass to Brunson. Back to George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
He knows just how important these shots are, and he makes them count.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
George. Ooh, solid D from Leonard. And here's New York now. Holmgren finishes with style in transition.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Brunson with it. To the middle. Here's Gasol. George for 3. And connects from downtown.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big-time clutch.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Down low. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Five to shoot. Back to Holmgren. Over George. Out to James. Beyond the arc. Kemp with a rebound. Until the
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And here's Brunson.
Whose bad is that?
Reed down low. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Towns. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Brunson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Pass to Gasol. George looking over the floor. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Banchero, defended by Rodman.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-footer has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from three over his career. That's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes.
Here's Gasol. Smith with some nice D. And Gasol sends it back.
Great wingspan in use that time from Pau Gasol. Did a nice job affecting that shot.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago.
2 minutes remaining in the
Rodman outside.
2 minutes.
Smith outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Gasol. Smith's shot is good.
Far from just a jump shooter now. Smith also impressive at finishing in close.
And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. To Brunson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here is Smith, defended by George. Shoots from the baseline. The rebound by Gasol. Outside, George. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Outside, Rodman. Smith outside. Stolen by George. Here's Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Smith. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And again, no good by Chicago. The shot by George, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. George has got 5 now.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
Varies it from three-point range.
Well, he is looking confident
Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Gasol wide open. He fires. And that does it for the first quarter. Leading by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
14.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from the wing. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it. The fast break chance. Out on his own on the break. And the jam by Stoudemire.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
Green left side. And we're about a minute into the second quarter play. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Chicago trails by 8. Turner looking around. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
He could have walked to the basket.
Pass to Drexler. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
Jalen Green has some serious hop. Yes, he does.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
That was your dance team.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 8-point game. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Away team ball.
Here's George. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Reed. It's stolen by Smith. Gay, that's a two-pointer. Off with the layup. 1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. The offensive rebound. And Banchero on the follow.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Now Rodman. He's covered by Banchero. For 3, Smith. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
Breakers Dance Crew.
1:25 left in the first half. Ball stolen. Kersey with the ball. George picks him up. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Brunson can't connect from short range. And George.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.